It was saying reconnect for a second. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, yo, what's up with it? What's up, Sag? This should be Muni back with another reading. This is gonna be a reading for Sag. We're gonna be asking. There's no question. I'm tripping. I was getting ready to be into all signs mode. All right. So anyway, let's just see what we got going on for y'all real quick. I'm gonna start a little bit differently. Okay, so it could be an opposition. All right, somebody could be trying to find a happy medium between y'all. So it could be somebody who either betrayed you or you guys had harsh words spoken about you behind your back. They could be trying to find a way to make up with you guys. So it could be a Libra, Scorpio, Gemini. Yeah, they're gonna be trying to come up with some type of innovative or creative way to start communication or conversation between y'all. All right. So yeah, it's gonna be maybe it's a little sneaky. Whoever says maybe trying to be a little sneaky. I think they want to have some type of good time with y'all. Maybe they want to go out. Maybe they want to adventure. Maybe they want to travel. They're going to try to come up with some type of way of maybe like where they're going to lower their expectations about how it has to play or how it has to be or what's going to happen next when they start communicating with you. So this could be a little bit unusual dealing with this person. This may be somebody who's very usually like very like somber or comes off as very like, cold, stoic. They're going to be a lot more playful shortly. All right. Because magician just means that it's unusual. Well, it just means that they're just going to let themselves be a lot more free around you. So this could be somebody who has a lot of things going on at some point, or has a lot of like irons in the fire, meaning that maybe they date around a lot, or they just be very busy. All right, they're going to find some type of creative way to catch your attention. We got 12th house. So this is somebody who's been obsessing or thinking about you guys a lot. For most of y'all, it's love at first sight, or somebody who you guys keep going over the same pattern with. All right. Could be because of popularity or status, or because of the 10th house. It could be because of like the time. Like this person may view this connection as being a big achievement to them. You know what I mean? 10th house could be people who want to be married or see something as like a long-term goal. So there's maybe somebody who sees this connection as a long-term goal. You know what I mean? And like I said, with the 12th house could be people who idolize you, romanticize you, or people who sometimes they can see you in a bad light too. So it could even be that. But if that was the case, that's probably how they were acting with you prior. They were probably looking at you in a more negative light. Like, why do I keep dealing with this person? Why do I feel this way about this person? So that's why this person is coming. Because they've probably been racking their brain about like, why do I feel so deeply about this person? Why do I still feel connected to this person? Wanting to have closure. So 12th house is usually what it's about, but like with the 12th house, I really get them not wanting to have closure. I get them really wanting to renew the connection between y'all and trying it again. So this is somebody who's probably been lingering around for a while, but just been slightly hidden or kept their intentions hidden. So 12th house can also be people who feel love at first sight. So they usually romanticize you from the rip or imagine what this connection will be. You know what I mean? So we got Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces. So also, because we got 12th house and 10th house, you guys are going, and a magician, some of y'all are going to be dealing with somebody who's involved in your career. You may be running into, maybe say a popular musician, a popular celebrity, a popular creator, or entertainer. They may be frequenting you guys. So they maybe just be orbiting around you guys shortly. Maybe they're going to make their presence known, because the 12th house could be revealing what's been hidden. So this could be people of status, people of higher echelon, lingering around you guys, soon making their presence known. All right, they're gonna be finding ways for maybe you guys to work with each other, and they maybe lower their expectation of how they expect the connection between y'all to go, or the conversation between y'all to go. Sometimes it could be like bosses and managers who maybe had like high expectations in general about the job. They're not having that same feeling for you. They may sacrifice for y'all. It says wants to be like you, dresses like you, looks like you, copies you. So you may notice that. Ah, okay, I see. Because 12th house is also the collective. So people who've been around y'all may start taking on some of y'all mannerisms, start taking on some of your behaviors. They may start like imitating you in general. So you guys may notice that, because people may try to be like y'all. And these could be people who are powerful, bosses, managers, leaders, influencers, celebrities. They may see something you do on social media and now they're doing your dance. Like maybe you was at TikTok and you was dancing it up, and then next thing you know, you see, I don't know, Chris Brown or somebody doing your dance or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving you examples. Like, there's gonna be big name people maybe for some of y'all, because the 10th house are people who are prominent. All right, but it's also because the 12th house and 10th house are together. It also means that you guys are having more of a spiritual connection, or more of a intuitive like bond with your career or with your job. Like the people who are around you are start like enmeshing within you. So you're gonna notice people taking on your characteristics, even taking on some of your flaws. Like if you have, I don't know, shyness, if you have, I don't know, maybe a stutter, maybe they stutter, you know, maybe if you get nervous, they're nervous, like you're going to notice that. These are situations that can be very mirroring when they come back into your life or when they come around in your life. What else you need to know? You're about to achieve some type of success. Some of y'all is going to be fame. Like, because you sometimes the 12th house could be things that you couldn't imagine happening because of a pessimistic view or pessimistic like experiences. Sometimes we replay what didn't work in the past, so we keep feeling that same way. But anyway, your ambition is about to pay off. So that's what's going to be making this person start acting out a little bit more differently. Maybe you get a new job. Maybe you quit an addiction. Maybe you ended some type of negative pattern. But also because we got money here, some of y'all, it could be because they know that you have money or you have some type of security or status or some type of influence. So people are going to be wanting to come back around y'all because you may be looking like an achievement or like a trophy, all right, or something that is valuable to others. Like if I am with you or around you or associated with you, my value goes up. So that's what you're about to have. All right, so it's even be people who, like I said, did you wrong at some point. They're wanting to make amends. We got progressions, so things are about to evolve a little bit more. So you're going to go through a pattern. This is a new pattern for y'all. You guys are breaking a previous pattern, so this is going to be a new pattern for y'all. One where you guys are able to expand, explore. Your reputation precedes you before you even enter into rooms. So there could be a talk about you. That might be what's going on. We'll see where this situation is going, but there may be talks about y'all, about your reputation. Yeah, we got a Page of Swords, so that's gossip. That's small gossip. People could be talking about your gossip, talking about your career, talking about your aspirations, talking about your successes. Page of Swords in reverse, so it's a Page of Swords. Or it could be people looking for you guys. Because the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups was there too. And the Four of Cups was in reverse, so it's Page of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse. So it's people who are looking for y'all, people who miss y'all. People who felt comfortable with you guys or feel uncomfortable when you're not around, so they're missing your presence. All right, so people are looking for you guys. That's something that you need to know. So the closure could just be like, maybe we never spoke before. All right, Nine of Cups. All right, so you're about to get something that you really would want shortly. This could be material success, because I do get a lot of money cards around. So it could be material success, because it says act rich, flosses, money, and you got Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in reverse. All right, so yeah, people are going to try to progress the relationship between y'all. So it's people you haven't heard from in a while too, with the Hermit in reverse. It's people you haven't heard from in a while, because we got the Knight of Swords and we got the Knight of Pentacles. So people who you had inconsistent or like mixed signals with, or people who maybe even in the past rejected you, or people who are unresponsive to you, or people who are like vague with you, or the connection, like I said, just didn't seem to go anywhere. They're now viewing you as an accomplishment. Being with you would like do so much for me. It would make me feel so emotionally fulfilled shortly. All right, so I don't know what's been changed. What's changed? I'm assuming that your presence. You made me not being around as much, them not seeing you as much, them not talking to you as much, because the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, them not talking to you as much. Maybe you not being as helpful or as useful as you normally be. You know what I mean? Maybe the information or that you would always give, maybe the networking, the capabilities that you brought to them, you know what I mean? Maybe the inspiration with the ideas and the optimism that you like boosted, like put into them. Because these are people who are looking at you as like being in charge, large and in charge. That's your new MO, your new image. Being large and in charge, because the fourth house came back out again, which means that this has to do with your I'm not the fourth house, the root chakra or the Imam Koli, which has to do with the way that you show family values. So like it's the way that you're taught to put yourself out there for success, or the way that the way you were taught to show your family values, or your family, like the stuff that you've learned from your childhood, or the stuff that you learned like within your family unit. So you're about to show that you're outgrowing it for one, but you're also about to show like the lessons and like how you've evolved, or how you become a better version, or what you stopped doing that's made you become better is what I mean. So you're gonna be looking a lot more like confident and assertive. That's why people are finding, or looking like you have yourself together. So it's probably some type of progress or some type of like results that you guys have gotten, because progression means that you move forward, you're breaking a pattern. I'm not repeating the same shit that I always did. You know what I mean? And people are going to want to imitate that style, or imitate that way of doing things. And then, like I said, most of y'all, these may be higher up people where they're going to want the same results, or they're going to want that same recognition. Because 10th house means that you're about to get recognition. And this could be recognition for people who didn't notice you at first. Because that's the vibe I'm really getting. I'm getting people who didn't notice you, maybe weren't acknowledging you, people who had ghosted you at one time or were vague with you, or people who are playing that game. Sometimes it's like a game of scarcity. When I see this Knight of Swords and this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse, because it's the Nine of Cups is what they're like holding back, from. So maybe they didn't want you to be more happier than them. You know what I mean? They didn't want to feel like you would be more successful than them, but now they're seeing it in their best interest to like add on to whatever it is that you have going on shortly. Some of y'all, they're gonna start fake flexing that they're doing better than what they are, just to kind of like win you over, to woo you. You know what I mean? Maybe they even buy. Some of y'all, they may even try to buy your love, or they may try to like do what you would like them to do to try to like fit in. Because like I said, they're looking at you guys as a wish fulfillment, and this is gonna be unusual behavior because of the way that they do it. Like this is somebody who, like I said, some of y'all at one time, this may have been somebody who thought they were better than you, but status is changing here. That's what's happening. So some of y'all's gonna be in your career. It could be just because you're becoming more ambitious, more driven, more motivated. It could be because you guys broke a certain like thinking pattern that was holding you back from going where you needed to go. It could be that you like released certain people that were hanging around you, breaking your self-confidence. You know how like when you have friends who aren't necessarily supportive, like say you're trying to start a business, say you want to start a new regimen, a new routine, a new lifestyle, the people that be around you, if they don't used to seeing you in that light, they hold you back. They're a hindrance. If they're not willing to allow you to be who you need to be, it's a hindrance. So you learn over time, like I can't keep doing this with these people because these are not useful people. So you guys are starting to weed out those people, and because of the success that's coming your way, now they're looking at you as a valuable person, or as a trophy, or as the catch shortly. So they're gonna be trying to find ways to connect with you guys shortly with the Hermit and the Two of Cups. They're gonna try to find ways to reconnect with you guys, or find ways to connect to you guys. Maybe expressing heart to heart, heart to heart conversations. Maybe even trying to go deeper than just a superficial with you. Asking deeper questions. Really being more receptive to what it is that you need. You're gonna notice that. You know what I mean? So it is almost like Taurus, where it's the opposite spectrum. All right, and it's just so keep in mind, because if it doesn't happen within this week, the signs are the seasons that this will happen in, because these are patterns. So this is like a pattern that plays out. So anyway, so really what it is, they don't really want it to be like evident that they're coming back or why they're coming back. So that might be also what it is with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords can be misleading when it's in reverse. It can be mixed signals. It can be not having really any clear, like sometimes be like the words that they say lead you astray. So that might be what they're trying to do. They may be trying to lead you astray, whoever you're dealing with, telling you what you would like to hear, making it appear a certain way, you know what I mean? So that way they can like have you around. Most of y'all, they want you guys around for like status. They want you around for the influence of having you in their life. It could be because of like 10th house can usually be about, like I said, marriage, but it's marriage for legacy. It's not marriage for like love. You know what I mean? So that might be the misleading parts where they make it appear as if this would be all you ever wanted to be, and I'm going to treat you this way. I'm going to be this way for you, but it's really just for the material success, or for the status, the influence that comes with being in the connection with you. You know what I mean? So you're going to notice that a lot of people that are reaching out, because you got a lot of different people. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that are going to be coming around you guys, and some of these could be co-workers or people that you work with, because of the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. These are usually people that you just like communicate with about business, transactional mostly. So most of these will be business transaction, and the journey does mean that you're going to be having more progression when it comes to your money. So you will see that, because it says stable, rich business owner, CEO. So that's the energy that's coming, expanding with that in the Sagittarius energy. So you'll be expanding either in your career or expanding with your finances. Your reputation is about to go up. People are going to acknowledge your ambition. They're going to acknowledge your hard work. You're going to feel a lot more successful. So like you're really getting out of an old pattern of how you used to view yourself, and the way you used to think about yourself in situations or social interactions, or in general, just how you used to view yourself in situations. You guys are shedding an old skin. So let me get signs you could be interacting with or dealing with during this time. Could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Capricorn, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Sag, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces, Sag, Cancer, Libra, Taurus. All right, so thank you guys so much for rocking and rolling, for being here with your boy. In like maybe like 30 minutes, I'm gonna be coming back. I'm gonna be doing a pick a card though, and then tonight, after I pick my daughter up, I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be doing an all signs. I didn't get to do it yesterday, y'all, because it was the first day of school for her. So you know how that go. After the first day of school, it'd be a whole bunch of other stuff that you be having to do that you didn't know you had to do. So that wore on me. So, all right, you said like dudes for 15 years come back. Why do we do that? Because we were comfortable with you. Usually when you get married or you get into a long-term commitment, it's usually with somebody who you've already had an experience with. Very rarely do we get married to new people. It's usually somebody who've already built some type of foundation. And then in hindsight, you guys understand how to communicate with each other. I was talking about that in Taurus. That's like a situation. I mean, an example I'm giving you is like, say when we were 19, we were 20, we were 25, and then we become 40, 50. When we think about it at those ages, our mind has already developed. We've had more life experience. And suddenly we realize like, oh, all I had to do with this person was, and then we like to go back because we assume you to be the same person, but usually we have to build back up again, build the trust, the intimacy, and all that. That's all relationships are. Relationships never end. They never die. You just stop talking to each other. You just stop being around each other, which just means that you have to get to know each other all over again, which is what the hermit is. You have to get to know them all over again. Your connection is only as strong as the energy and the time that you put into it. So if it's like right now, we're friends as we are, right? And each time I talk to you, the closer we get in intimacy, the more deeper and more bonded we become. But say we've stopped talking for 2 years, we had to catch up again and rebuild on that, rebuild on where we were, depending on where we've been at. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot more, it's not really as complex as we make it seem, but like it's really about building the trust, the intimacy, and realizing that you only get back what you put into your relationships. You know what I mean? So it's about being aware of others outside of yourself. You know what I mean? But anyway, Sagittarius, thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for rocking and rolling. Thank you for the support. Like I said, I'll be back later, y'all. So I'm gonna see y'all later. Hey, what's up there, Shay? Shay. All right, I'm gone, y'all. You just missed me, Shay.